Make today iconic. What is up, guys? It's Upcome Sports, back with the Orlando Magic Super Realistic Rebuild series. In this one, we're doing the final part, the Orlando Magic finale, and here are the objectives for this video. If you guys have not seen the previous parts to this video, I believe there's 3 parts. Click the link in the description, and it should take you to the playlist. But we're going to start in the lottery. Obviously, we have a very late first-round pick. So with the 27th pick in the draft, we are going to take Oliver Wilkes out of Xavier, and he's a 6'4" shooting guard, 199 pounds. I'm not sure if he's ever going to make it into the rotation, but we'll see if he can provide some minutes. So here's the roster after the offseason. We did leave off with this team, and Cam Reddish is obviously our star. Cole Anthony is our franchise point guard, so we did extend him to a pretty big contract. And Jaylen Brown, we did extend to a 3-year contract. We are going to be trading him once he is available to be traded, probably in January. So here's the rotation. Pretty much the same one that we had last season. But Jaylen Brown will not be on this team for the playoffs. I can assure you that he hasn't been playing up to his contract. So we're going to try to get rid of him for some pieces. We are not going to try to trade him for picks because we're trying to win now. And here's the system that we're going to be running. So our first injury of the season is to our starting center, Mo Bamba. So Stewart, who we did draft a couple of drafts ago, is going to fill in for him for a little bit. So after a couple of weeks, Mo Bamba is back and healthy, so he's going to fill right back into the starting lineup. And Stewart did actually a pretty good job. I'm happy with his numbers. So here, a little bit of a bigger injury to Aaron Gordon. He's going to be out 2 to 4 months with a stress fracture. So hopefully that's nothing too bad, and he'll be back and ready to go for the playoffs. But we're going to try to get minutes to one of our young guys here. I don't like how Konate's been playing. Plus, he's a center, but he's really undersized for a center, so we're going to play some other guys here. So here at the All-Star break, Cam Reddish is actually an All-Star starter on Team Giannis. So they'll be playing against Team Steph, and that's actually really cool. He is our superstar, so we are here at the trade deadline, and we're going to check out how we're doing. We do have Jaylen Brown and Jonathan Isaac both on the trade block, but we're about middle of the pack in the East at 31 and 23, so we are going to look for a trade for Jaylen Brown right now. So we have found a trade partner for Jaylen Brown. There are his averages. He's not doing really good at all for the contract that he's getting. But we are going to be sending him and also some picks, a first-round pick and a second-round pick for Scottie Barnes, who's an 86 overall. He's about 4 to 5 years younger, so we are going to get a little bit younger. He's more known for his defense. He's not really going to score the ball as much, which I think would let Cam Reddish take the game over, and that's going to help us out. And he's about the same on defense as Jaylen Brown is, at least on the perimeter. So the Sixers, they need just some veteran presence, someone who's been there before. And Jaylen Brown, he's obviously been here and done it for a while, so he's going to bring some experience to them. And we are also going to be making another trade here with Cleveland. Konate, as I said, is a very undersized center. He wasn't really producing as much as I would like him to. So we're going to send him to Cleveland. As you guys can see, they don't have a backup center. Well, they do, but not a good one. So we'll get a second-round pick. So here's what the lineup is looking like after the trades. Cole Anthony, we will move Scottie Barnes to the 3, and Cam Reddish will play the 2, which I think is his natural position. And he's a very good shooter, so he can definitely play there. So for the season, it looks like Stephen Curry again is going to win the MVP. Michael Porter Jr. is the 6th man, and Giannis was Defensive Player of the Year. The Knicks coach was Coach of the Year. Cam Reddish on the All-NBA second team, being a beast out there. That's why we paid him. 92 overall, very good shooting percentages, especially from 3. So this should be cash from 3 if we ever get into a clutch situation. But Mo Bamba on the defensive team, as we expected, that's why we paid him. Everyone has a role on this team. Standings, we did finish as the 3 seed, so we were able to pick it up after the Jaylen Brown trade. And yeah, just a personnel change is looking like a good thing for us. We'll be playing the Nets in the first round. should be pretty easy, but crazier things have happened in the NBA and especially in 2K. So Aaron Gordon is still out. I'm not sure why. It did say 2 to 4 months, so hopefully we'll have him back for the second or maybe third round of the playoffs if we get there. Scottie Barnes with some pretty good numbers. Here is the rotation going into the playoffs. Cole Anthony at the point, and then we've got Cam Reddish at the 2, Scottie Barnes, Diabate, Mo Bamba, Markelle Fultz, Frazier, Jonathan Isaac, and Stewart, or Aaron Gordon still injured. And here is the Brooklyn Nets roster. Harry Giles is their best player, but I think that's due to the G League, and he's not really going to be that much of an impact player, only averaging 10 points per game, not even 10 points per game. So D'Angelo Russell is really their best player if we can lock him up. Chris Middleton is actually injured for them too. So let's see what we can do here in the first round against the Brooklyn Nets. And we'll sim game 1. We do win in game 1. Game 2, we also win. Game 3. So as you guys saw, Aaron Gordon is back, but we aren't going to throw him right into the starting lineup. Obviously, he had a stress fracture, so we're going to start him off the bench, and maybe next series we'll put him back into the starting lineup. But Fultz is back and fully healthy. We go up 3-0. Can we sweep? We do sweep this series, so Aaron Gordon, no need to risk him into big minutes. D'Angelo Russell had a little bit of a dip in his numbers from the regular season. Chris Middleton came back, actually, but did not really help them at all. Cam Reddish averaging 28 points per game in the playoffs, just being a beast. And Cole Anthony also getting a lot of assists out there, being a playmaker. So here's the rotation for the second round. And Aaron Gordon will be starting now. I think he's had enough time to adjust and come back. And hopefully we can stay healthy for this next series. And in this next series, we are going to be playing the Chicago Bulls with Zach LaVine as their best player as of right now because RJ Barrett is injured. So he's going to play, but he is going to be a little bit injured. We should take full advantage of that. So let's get right into the second round of the playoffs against the Bulls. Game 1, we do win. Game 2, we also win. We're up 2-0. Game 3, the Bulls take it. Game 4, tied at 2 apiece. Big game here. Cole Anthony is fully healthy. We do lose that game. 3-2 down now after being up 2-0. RJ Barrett with a monster game. Looks like he's not injured at this moment. Aaron Gordon with 30 points. Was not enough. Big game here. Jonathan Isaac appears to be injured. So Jonathan Isaac will not be playing in the rest of the series, and Melvin Frazier and a couple of the younger guys are going to have to step up. So we'll get right into this game. 2 force of game 7. If it's close, we'll hop in and see what's going on there. The Bulls are up in the 4th, and we might have to hop in here. Very close game. So we're in the game, and we are down 1 with 27 seconds left, so we're going to have to play defense. That's our identity as the Magic. But can we clamp up and then have enough time to get possibly the game-winning shot? Cam Reddish on Zach LaVine. Very favorable matchup for us. Cam Reddish is a very good perimeter defender. Looks like they get it to someone who I don't know who that is. Fultz needs to play some defense. Gets up a 3. Game over. So I don't actually know who hit that last second shot, but Zach LaVine had 27 in this game. I think it was Dave Powers, 80 overall, shooting guard. Yeah, he has a 96-3, so it was him. But Fultz actually played some pretty decent defense right there, and he just made a tough shot. But Aaron Gordon really choked in this game. So it is going to be a Knicks-Suns finals. The Knicks are actually, I might even say, the next Golden State Warriors. In this video, they're actually really overpowered. Porzingis finals MVP. So here at the draft lottery, it looks like the Hornets are still being a bum franchise, and they do get the #1 pick. So we didn't really have any good picks in the draft, so we just skipped over that. and Cam Reddish is still our superstar, pretty much the same team. If we can look for any trades then that are favorable, we might pull the trigger on one. But here's the rotation. I like continuity on this team and chemistry, but Jonathan Isaac might have to go to make room for someone better, and we might have to dispose of some of our picks to get that done. But we did also hire Mike D'Antoni as the coach. He runs 7 seconds, which is what we were running, so that's optimal system for us. So the first injury of the season is a pretty big one here. Cam Reddish, our superstar player, is going to be out 1 to 2 months with a knee injury, I believe, an MCL sprain. So that's going to be bad for us. But we are going to run Melvin Frazier at the 2, which he's done solid when he has started. So I don't really have any worries about that. So we're here at the trade deadline and we're going to check out how we're doing. I'd imagine we're doing pretty good. We are actually doing really good, 34-18, but the Knicks are doing way better than us at 44 wins. As I said, practically the new Golden State Warriors, so we're going to have a tough time with them. So here we're going to be making another big trade. Jonathan Isaac, we are going to dispose of. He is an 88 overall, very good defensive player. I would say a lockdown defender at this point. And the Knicks need defense. I know we're making a trade with the Knicks, and we're kind of competing with them for the championship, but Michael Porter Jr. would help our team out a lot with the scoring and just the size at small forward. So as you guys can see, the Knicks, they have a lot of small forwards and they're starting a 91 overall. So Michael Porter Jr. is not going to see that many minutes. Plus, as you guys can see, they need perimeter defense. They don't have any good perimeter defenders. We also throw in a first-round pick. So here's what the lineup is looking like after that trade. Cole Anthony, Melvin Frazier, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Mo Bamba, and then Scottie Barnes will go to the 6-man role, but I think he can play that very well. And now we're starting to look really good. Cam Reddish is back, so he will start at the 2, Michael Porter at the 3, and our bench is looking really nice after those trades. So some tough luck here for one of our young players. Moussa Diabate is going to be out for this season with an ACL tear, and that's very disappointing, but we do have a lot of other big men that can step into that role. So for the season, Ben Simmons is actually going to win the MVP. Don't see that a lot. Giannis, defensive player, and the Knicks coach of the year. So let's see. Cam Reddish, actually not on an all-NBA team. Mo Bamba, though, on a defensive team, averaging 2 blocks per game. So we're going to check out the standings, and we were the 2nd seed behind the Knicks. We had a really good season, actually. We probably should have been the 1 seed, but as I said before, the Knicks are insane. And we're going to be playing the Pacers, who have Kevin Durant still. He should be really old, though. Let's check out the player stats. Cam Reddish, averaging nearly 20 points per game. Michael Porter did have a little bit of a dip. He was playing 6th man on the Knicks, but that's probably just because he's getting adjusted. So here's the rotation going into the playoffs, and we're pretty much going to keep it the same. Our bench is actually really nice with Fultz and Barnes and Frazier off of it. And here's the Pacers roster. KD is actually a 93 overall. He's 37 years old, so we'll see how much of an impact he can have on this series. Oladipo also getting up there in age, but they've got also some young guys. Zion Harmon is there. Miles Turner is hurt. So let's get right into the playoffs here, and we're going to see what happens in Game 1. The Pacers actually win Game 1. Game 2, we tie up the series 1-1. Game 3, big game. We do win it. We go up 2-1. And we win Game 4, up 3-1. Can we close it out? We do close it out in 5 games. Cam Reddish with a big game. He drops 34 with 4 steals. Cole Anthony also had 4 steals. And he had 26 and 11. We had 4 20-point scorers, Michael Porter Jr. being one of them. But Miles Turner led them in scoring. KD not having the best series of his life. Victor Oladipo, not much of a factor. So we are playing the dreaded Atlanta Hawks in the 2nd round. Trae Young and Romeo Langford. You guys know what happened the last time we played this team in the 2nd round. So if you guys don't know, then click the link in the description and make sure to go watch that part. But let's get right into the second round and see what we can do against these Atlanta Hawks. We do win game 1. Game 2, we also win. We go up 2-0. Can we secure the series? We don't. 2-1 now. Tied at 2 apiece. Big game here. Big game in this game 5. The Hawks take a commanding lead. We come back. And it looks like someone hit a big shot right there. It was tied at 103. Someone hit a last-second shot. We will check out who that was. But Trae Young with 23 points. So let's actually go check out who hit that big shot. And it looks like Markelle Fultz actually hit that layup shot to give us the lead at 105-103. And they actually missed a shot to win the game, a 3-pointer. So we win in 6 here. Trae Young, 23 points. There you guys saw his shooting averages went down by a lot, his percentages. Romeo Langford also had a very shaky series, but Cam Reddish did step up and deliver in these playoffs. So we are playing the Knicks in the conference finals, and you guys can see they're stacked. Kristaps is their best player, but they have 4 90s on the roster. Any one of them can give us 30 on any given night. Shaquille O'Neal, Jaden McDaniels, Kristaps, Evan Mobley. So Jonathan Isaac is on this team as well, but it looks like he's hurt. So we're going to have a tough matchup. So let's get these conference finals on the way. And game 1, the Knicks win on their home court. 36 points for Shaquille O'Neal. Jaden McDaniels also at 22. Any one of these guys can go off for 30 or 40. We did not have a good night at all. No one shot well from the field. We got blown out in this game, actually. Game 2, let's see what happens. We tie up the series at 1. And we actually won by a point in overtime. So that must have been a crazy game. Porzingis had 29 in this game. And Cam Reddish also with 29. Mo Bamba 21 and 4 blocks. So crazy game here. Game 3, who's going to take the advantage here? Looks like the Knicks actually win that game by a pretty big margin. Cole Anthony did not shoot good at all. Michael Porter Jr. with a horrible game. 4 for 16 from the field. 1 for 8 from 3. We might have to move him back to the bench. And Porzingis 29. Shakir. Just Porzingis and Shakir have taken this series over. So I have made the decision to move Scottie Barnes back into the starting lineup. And Michael Porter Jr. will move to the 6-man role. Maybe that'll work out. We'll see. But we do tie up the series 2-2 here. So something must have worked. Michael Porter Jr. leading us in scoring. So it obviously worked, moving him to the bench. And we're going to keep him there for the rest of this series. And maybe until next year, if we do go to a next year. Shaquille O'Neal with a big game here. So game 5, huge game. We're going to simcast this one because it's so big. And it looks like the Knicks are going to take a pretty big lead. Now we close the margin. Close game here. We end up losing by 2 points. Cole Anthony tried his best, but he just couldn't get it done. Cam Reddish probably could have done a little bit more. Maybe he took the last shot, who knows. But Shakir and Porzingis have just been cooking this whole series. Just unstoppable. Can we keep our finals hopes alive? Force a game 7 here. We're going to simcast as well. Hopefully it's a close game. We can jump in and maybe try to save it. Or we might not have to. Actually, yeah, it's a really close game. So we're down 3 here with about 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and we're going to try to save it here. Oh, that's a pretty good shot. He missed it. We get the rebound. But we're going to have to play some defense here and make some big shots. Oh, that almost got picked off. Tough shot here. And he gets it to go. Cam Reddish with the big boy shots. And Cam Reddish, we're going to drive, try to get a foul. Oh, come on, ref. You got to call that. No foul called right there. Porzingis gets it. Oh, good feed. Yep, we just got lost on defense. We got lost in transition D, and they get the easy bucket. But we're going to have to start playing some good basketball here. Can I get the step? No. Mo Bamba, tough shot. Hits it. So we're keeping it within 1 possession. That's always good. No way. Of course, that pass is on target, and he doesn't go out of bounds. I don't know how he completed that pass or how he even saw that open, but get it to Michael Porter, pick and pop. That's cash. Yup, Michael Porter's too good. So we're going to try to close it out a little bit more here. Get it to Cam. Get a little screen going. Mo Bamba wide open for the dunk. Mo Bamba. And we do miss that shot there. What are the Knicks going to do? Oh, great pick. Great pick. Just like a lockdown corner. Cam. No way Cam just missed that. He has like a 97 open three. And he just missed that. And we give up open jump shot there. But, oh, and he missed that. Okay, we have a chance here. Get it to Cam. Get it to Cam. Step back. Open. Not open three, but he still hits it. 97 three-pointer right there. In effect. So we've cut it down to a three-point game. Can we play some defense? Mo, this is your only job. Great defense, Mo. Forced a tough shot, and he missed it. So what are we going to do here? Cole Anthony pick and roll. Cole Anthony pick and roll is what we're going to run here. Force a defender to come. And he does come. Cam Reddish in the corner, wide open. Great shot. So it's a tie game coming out of the timeout. And somehow they get an open shot, and he hits it, of course. Of course he's going to hit that. Yeah, I don't know what we were thinking there on defense. But Aaron Gordon wide open for the dunk. Too easy. For the dunk champ. Was he the dunk champ or was it Levine? I can't remember, but he was in it though, so participation trophy at the least. And can we play some defense? Mo, play some D here. We came too late with the double team. We're gonna have a shot here to tie it up. Cam Reddish is our best shooter, so we're gonna try to get an open shot here. Oh no, I messed up. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed A and then X. I pressed pass and then shoot. Last shot, no good. Dang. So let's check out the stats. Jaden McDaniels cooking 33. Shaquille O'Neal also 30 and 12 assists. Porzingis only had 11 and they still whooped us. Cam Reddish, can't fault him for trying. He had 30. Cole Anthony did not shoot good at all. Mo Bamba played pretty well, but so the Knicks and the Nuggets are going to go at it in the finals. I'd predict the Knicks are going to take this, but the Nuggets actually take it with Jokic being the finals MVP. So we are going to wrap up this series with that failure in the conference finals. I do think that this was not a failure, not a complete failure at least. We never got to the finals, but we did get to the conference finals twice, and we did get the #1 seed a couple times. So for the Magic, I would say that's pretty good. 7.5 stars, not too bad. So thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe for some more videos, and make sure to leave a comment.